Let's start today's current affairs. South Korean plane crash today, early hours. At least 62 people were killed today morning, Sunday morning, when an airliner actually erupted and it slammed into a wall at South Korea's Myeon International Airport. A very bad incident that has happened today early hours in South Korea. The fire engulfed the aircraft when it skidded off the runway just after landing and struck a barrier. The accident occurred as a Jeju aircraft carrying 175 passengers and 6 crew on a flight from Thailand capital Bangkok. It was landing at the airport in the southwest of the country, the report said. Very bad thing is, every few days we are listening to some air mishaps, aircraft crash. This is very bad. South Korea, today morning we have seen a very bad aircraft crash because of malfunctioning of gears, and sources are telling that some birds have actually, they have contacted with the aircraft, so gears have not functioned, and the aircraft made a belly landing. Belly landing means the aircraft landed with body, not by the tires. That is a major thing, not by the wheels but by the body. And the next, again an aircraft. On December 25th, we have seen a tragic incident where the aircraft belonging to Azerbaijan Baku met with a crash landing in Kazakhstan. So, in fact, it seems that Russia might be a cause for that, because without claiming or without taking any responsibility, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, apologized to Azerbaijan leader for plane crash. I can tell you, recently there's a new type of warfare that have come up, grey warfare. Grey warfare means not directly battlefield war, but technological war, cyber war, and other sorts of war. In that grey warfare, GPS signals will be blocked for other aircrafts, military aircrafts, and for drones, etc. Presuming that it might be a chance that it might be presumed as a Ukrainian drone or aircraft, Russia might have blocked the signals and other things. So, Putin, without claiming the responsibility for the crash, apologized. That means there is something that has happened technically for that aircraft because of Russia. Okay, we can presume that. And the other important thing, the Indian Army unveiled a statue of 17th century Maratha ruler Chhatrapati Shivaji at an altitude of 14,300 feet in Pangyang Seoul in Ladakh near the India-China border. The inauguration ceremony was held on December 26th, and it was led by Lieutenant General Hitesh Balla, who is the General Commanding Officer of Fire and Fury Corps. The statue was unveiled amid ongoing developments along line of actual control between India and China. The Pangyang Tso region, which became a flashpoint during 2020-2021 standoff following the Galwan Valley clash between India and China, witnessed subsequent disengagement efforts in the recent past. The development, that is the unveiling of statue, followed the recent advancements in bilateral talks between India and China, which saw disengagement in Demchok and Depsang plains, paving the way for maintenance of peace in the region. So you all know Chhatrapati Shivaji, his life is very, very significant and inspiring for all of us. Chhatrapati Shivaji's formative years were significantly shaped by his mother Jijabai and his guardian Dadoji. And you should know more about Chhatrapati Shivaji. That's a very important and interesting news. Coming back, in a first, Israel uses US anti-missile THAAD system to counter attacks from Yemen. For the first time, Israel used US anti-missile system called THAAD. What is THAAD? THAAD. Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. Israel used the US THAAD system to obstruct a missile, according to British news agency Reuters. THAAD was used to intercept a missile fired from Yemen. There is no confirmation yet regarding the interception from Israel, but sources are telling that Israel for the first time used anti-missile THAAD system given by America. This is also an important news that is coming up. Okay, THAAD is very, very important anti-missile system belonging to America. Exercise Surya Kiran. The 18th edition of Surya Kiran exercise between India and Nepal will be held at Saljhandi region in Nepal from December 29th. The exercise will be held till January 13th. It will be held till January 13th. So, apart from that, if you see today's Hindu, there are many important news. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh cremated with full state honors. In page number 10, in today's Hindu, bid to tranquilize tiger zenith fails. Forest officials remain on their toes. What do you mean by tranquilizing any animal? Making it calm by injecting something or by using some medicine, lessen the anxiety of the particular animal so that we can tame it and again we can send it back to zoo or some authorities. That's called tranquilization process. Tranquilizer darts were used on the female tiger zenith in West Bengal region, but attempts to capture the tiger have failed. The 3-day-old stray wildcat has been changing her locations every few days and has kept in West Bengal's forest department on edge ever since she entered the state from Jharkhand on December 19th. Multiple attempts to catch tiger zenith have failed and she has reportedly killed over 3 domestic goats. Tiger was first spotted in Jargram district and then tiger traveled to Bandwana area of Purulia district on Thursday. Tiger moved to Purulia forests and slowly it is moving but nobody could catch it including the tiger authorities. That is the thing. Next, GPS interference on aircraft rising. 10% of flights report low navigation accuracy over India's borders. Instances of GPS interference on passenger aircrafts, including spoofing with false signals, are on the rise over conflict zones globally, including on India's borders with Pakistan, which are among the top sites for such occurrences according to OPS Group, a voluntary group of 8,000 aviation personnel. The problem is the recent warfare techniques, grey warfare, very bad. And coming to page number 12 and 13, there are so many interesting things which we need to understand in page number 12 and 13 in Hindu today. Marine heat wave killed 4 million Alaska seabirds. Marine heat waves killed 4 million Alaska seabirds. The 2014-2016 Pacific marine heat wave wiped out more than 4 million, roughly 4 million Alaska common murray seabirds, representing the largest documented vertebrate die-off linked to warming of oceans. So, very bad news, right? Because of global warming, rise of marine heat wave, 4 million Alaskan seabirds were died, killed. Next, what will a second Trump presidency bring? Most unpredictable question. What will a second Trump presidency bring? Expect the unexpected things in his presidency. That's what I can say. Coming back, page number 14, The Hindu, there's a very big article on Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister. He is going to face the elections. Internally, his things are not good. He is not going fine because most of his coalition partners are not happy with him. People are not happy with him. And foreign policy also, if you see, new government in America, things might change for him from America also. This is the thing. Next, Ken Betwa interlinking of river project, bringing rivers closer. And this is also an interesting news where Ken Betwa river link project recently inaugurated by foundation stone was laid by Prime Minister Modi. Next, troubled waters. The 82 kilometers long strategic waterway that connects Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, that is Panama Canal. Donald Trump wanted to recontrol it. Actually, we have discussed it already. Panama control and Trump wanted to control it. Next, the present interim ruler in Bangladesh, Muhammad Yunus, wanted to lower the voting age to 17, but many political parties are not happy with this in Bangladesh, and his intention to lower the voting age will not suit in the Bangladeshi circumstances according to opposition. So, there is an oil spill in Black Sea and Russia is trying to clean it up. Russia warns of severe damage from oil spill as Crimea declares a state of emergency. In Black Sea, there is an oil spill. Two seas are in Caspian Sea and Black Sea are in news. you have to go through Atlas and map with respect to Caspian Sea and Black Sea. Caspian Sea because of the flight crash and Black Sea is because of oil spill. Oil spill means a layer of oil will be floating on the water. Okay, these are the important current affairs for today.